it's Benzie. So, Juno and I launched this podcast on Wednesday. It's Sunday morning right now. And we launched the podcast Wednesday evening, Wednesday at 5 p.m. And it's insane. It's insane. We've got 270 full podcast listens. And then well over 70,000 views on our clips. Over 2,000 comments. It's just I have absolutely never ever put anything out there that's gotten this kind of traction. And it's so exciting. I'm so excited. When launching a podcast, I expected we'd get 5 views and then it'd be really exciting when we got 10. But to go right out of the freaking gate at almost 300, it's I don't even know what to do with myself. I keep doing stuff. I hang out with my friends. I went to a pool party. I ran circling. Hanging out with Devin. I'm doing all my stuff. But in between, I'm what the fuck? And I feel lonely in it. Man, I'm saying so much. I feel lonely in it. Juno says she just doesn't feel the way I do, and she's worried I'm gonna have a big crash when the numbers go down, and other people have said that to me too, because I'm freaking excited. Okay, podcast launch do not look like this, bro. It's so cool. My perception of myself is that I'm mature enough to be super excited by this crazy launch and know that it's going to even out and maybe even dip, and that's a normal part of media creation and putting something out there. For me, it's very clear, and I don't understand why that means I can't be fully excited now. So yeah, that's part of why I felt like I should make this video is I feel so alone in my excitement, and I just want to share it with someone, even if it's maybe people in the future after our podcast is long time and beloved, or just myself. It feels easier to even share with myself by looking at myself, and recording. But one of the things I was doing this morning, because my TikTok has been private during my job search, right? And I went through it because I was I've been getting lots of follow requests. So, more than normal. Lots by my current standards, which I hope continue to change. So I was maybe I'll unprivate my TikTok because, I don't know, part of the attraction thing. So, I'm gonna put the steak on. Oh. And this might make this sound horrible. Sorry. Okay, come back. I went through my TikTok and I was just checking if any of my old videos, I don't know, if I said something or did something, said something about someone, just wanting to make sure nothing on there, I don't even know what would be, but just making sure nothing on there would be too horrible if too many people saw it, right? Which, I'm probably smart enough and have been to not post anything that would be too horrible. But what am I getting at? Yeah, I have problematic thoughts and do problematic things sometimes. There you go. But I was going through it and I couldn't help but go through my carnivore videos the last time I did my 90-day carnivore challenge, and I was oh my god, I looked so fucking hot. I was so happy. And something I've really been dealing with is being oh yeah, I have my luteal, I get really intense, it activates my CPTSD symptoms, and in the carnivore videos, I'm like, usually I have a really hard time with luteal, but it's so easy on carnivore. I just am so regulated in my emotions. And I was like, fuck, I know that. I know I look good. I know I feel good. I know I'm emotionally regulated. I do way more stuff when I'm carnivore. I save money. Like, there's no reason to not be on it. Cooking a steak right now. My little grass-fed steak. You're gonna be so yummy. Mwah! And yeah. I'm also just practicing getting more comfortable in front of the camera. It's the timer. We're gonna flippity flop this bad boy. I got my meat thermometer. Yeah, obviously way too early. I should grab a cutting board. I'll be right back. Yeah, so raising my TikTok, I'm like, wow, carnivore looks fucking good on me. And besides the watching myself, my own self-evaluation, I've had multiple friends unprompted throughout time be like, oh, you were glowing on carnivore, or you seemed so happy on carnivore, like, why aren't you doing that? And yeah, why am I not doing it? A few reasons. I really like to experiment in the kitchen. I got all this sourdough stuff right now. I'm fermenting vegetables. I'm making spices. I fresh grind all my own spices. So I just like kitchening. I've gotten insanely good at making gelato. Okay, so good. And I made my own magic shell with just cacao and honey and coconut oil. It's so good. It's so good. Like, I'm always trying to make things with like whole ingredients and stuff that I feel like is healthy, and I do think I'm very healthy, but I could be better. I could just be better. I really feel it. I just know it. And this, like, the energy I'm filled with in right now, is like my body knowing it's about to be carnivore. Because it's so insane how I feel. Other things is, I forgot I was running a marathon journey. That was funny. No, I never ran a marathon. And what else? 30 minutes of yard work every morning. All those plants I planted in those videos are dead. I have been doing yard work again this year, and I think I'm doing plants that are more appropriate for my level of existence. I've also gotten better at plants in general. Like, my hallway is full of plants now. It was really fun to see in those videos the background of my house. Like, oh my god, so many projects that I wasn't even talking about but are done. And I can see them in my background. It was so cute, so good. I also made this video about the Lionsgate portal, which has not been on my mind, right? But I've been working on my relationship with money. So I planned this party August 8th, and it's literally called, like, dollar bills, y'all. I love money, and money loves me. Celebration and ritual of money. So, super cringe. I know it, okay? I'm coming from, like, money is the root of all evil to, like, attempting to appreciate money, okay? So, I'm doing this party, and I noticed in that video, I'm like, oh my god, is my party on the day of the Lionsgate portal? And it is. Like, totally without even thinking. So I have to, when I send out the invite reminders, I'm going to mention the Lionsgate portal, because I remember that day was so amazing last year. Yeah, I feel intense right now. I don't always feel this intense. Today, I feel so intense. And I feel lonely in my intensity. But it's not too bad, you know? it's not too bad. My hair is getting longer. That's fun. I also, I guess I've been really in the past lately, which is weird because I'm an external and am usually like super on the future. But looking at I used to have hair down to the back of my knees, and my mom asked me for some long hair pictures, and I found some, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna look at these every time I think of cutting my hair because I love it so much. So, no bangs. No bangs. Hard to do, because I think, like, if I put my hair in a ponytail, I'm not having fun. And when I have bangs, I feel like my hair looks cute just all the time. But I feel like the long hair has this... there's something to it. There's something to it. When it's good, it's so good. Also, back when I used to have really long hair, I didn't know that much about hair care. And now I'm way, way better at hair care. Like, so significantly better that I just know it would look better, feel better. I would know how to take care of it. It'd be so good. I'm crazy full of energy this morning. I don't even know what to do with all of it. So some of my things that I'm working on building right now. Obviously, this podcast. Super sick. I'm in the Level Up program, which is through Relateful Austin, and it's to get certified to do circling, but I already do facilitate a lot of circling. So really, it's really just like a self-improvement 10-month program that I'm doing, and I already feel like I've been growing since I started it, and I know that's just gonna stack. I'm doing this training for a thing called shouldering, which was built separately but very similar to circling, and so I'm gonna be on a program offering that to people soon, which isn't like me personally. It's like through a company. I don't think I can like use the word shouldering in my own stuff, and I don't know that I even would. Goddamn. And look at this. Oh, so happy. I love having a graded cast iron, even though I actually left my favorite cast iron. I took it with me on my last road trip to Detroit, and I left it there, so I bought this one, and I do not like it as much. It's bigger, the grates are way deeper. I miss my old one. I miss it every day. And we have to let this set. It's not ready to be eaten. But I was going to make eggs. So we'll just go into egg world. Welcome to this other part of my kitchen. It's one of the things that's difficult about this right now is I'm trying to be chill about my body looking like this on camera. Like, I have not worked through all my internal shit on what my body is supposed to look like, especially visible to the world. Oh, my little egg pan is dirty. I'm debating because Devin has this pan, it's non-stick. No, I'm not going to use it. Yeah, I haven't decided I haven't, gotten over how I think my body's supposed to look. I'm just going to not talk and wash this dish and edit. So, actually, I'm letting it boil with a little bit of vinegar for a little bit to release what's been stuck to it. Usually I'm really good at cleaning it immediately, but last night I was having a late night funky little snack, and I did not wash it. So, wow. I'm in so much I also, more about old videos that I posted, right? I had so many where I was like crying. I was like, does life get any easier? Yes, baby, it's so good. And also me being like, would self-acceptance actually like fix this and this and this thing? And it's like, yeah, actually, yeah. I'm like, I need to hear that right now about my body. Anyways, yeah, going through memory boxes. I had so much fun watching my old videos, remembering when I used to have all my bug colonies. It's just the amount I love myself is so different. And I'm so grateful. I can't even believe it. I can believe it. And I think it's just going to get better. It's just going to keep getting better. I'm loving life. I'm loving things. Can't wait to do the steak and eggs. Okay, let's check on it for dishing purposes. All right, now we're making some eggs. Gonna get our pan nice and hot. I just saw in the mirror there being like, look. Thank you. Alright. I'm gonna do 4 eggs because Devin wants some. I'm happy. I offered him to make him steak too, but he said only eggs for today. But I think it's because he's like averse to the grass-fed. Anything like healthy, he's kind of funky about. Oh my god. I'm loving these pasture-raised eggs. The yolks are so orange. You know what's crazy is I actually mentioned it in one of my old videos. I got these eggs from my friend, and I was always like, oh, a local egg is best, right? And I still I'm not like off that train, but some of the eggs started having this like black in them, and I was like, what the fuck? And turns out his chickens were like old or something. So I am happy with these pasture eggs for right now. Do I have butter? One of the things I'm going to keep, which I actually always have when I've done carnivore, so sue me, but is cacao. And I really it's one of my favorite morning things to have bone broth cacao. I feel like it's hard to have a bad day and have bone broth cacao first thing in the morning, if you know what I mean. So, come on. Ah! Oh my god, I'm starting a fire. Did you see that? I do not know what I'm doing. Everything's safe. It's burning there in my pan, and I will clean that up. Where's my spatula? I lost it. Seriously. Okay. Gonna get these eggs in here. Oh yeah, some salt, baby. Salt these babies. Pepper them. Something I've been experimenting with in the world is like pet names when I'm talking to people, like darling, honey. I really like darling. It feels like if I'm going to be like an old lady with a thing I call people, that's what it's going to be. I'm just trying to prep. I'm prepping. Alright, eggs are steaming, which means it's a good time to start cutting up the steak. I feel like it's rested enough. Actually, I like my steak super duper rare. So I like to pull it off at around 100. This one, I marinated a little bit just for like an hour because I didn't think of it last night in some red wine vinegar and salt. So just really simple. Oh my god, I can't wait to put this in my mouth. Needs more salt. I know. You're probably thinking those eggs are gonna get overcooked. I know, baby. I know. I'm getting there. Okay. There's my ham. Well, just so you know, I have the camera rolling.
Oh. Okay.
Do you want to eat breakfast? You want to eat your eggs with me?
Sure. That's what we do. What is this? A crossover episode?
Oh my god. Now, don't let looking at yourself in the camera scare you too much.
Like Medusa. From that.
Yeah. Oh, will you hand me the salt urchin?
Urchin?
That's what I call that little thing.
Why do you call it that?
Well, because that's... I know it doesn't look like that, but that's when it was inspired. It was inspired by sea life. I saw this lady on Instagram forever ago, and she made these really cool ceramics that were like utility ceramics, but all inspired by sea life. And so that's what I was thinking of the day I made that. Wait, are you going to run that right now? Okay. It's fine. Everything is fine on the whole planet. I know that's not true. I'm going to acknowledge that for the internet. That not everything is fine on the whole planet.
It's all my fault.
No. Can I have the salt, please? Will anyone ever love me? What? You would say that?
I've said worse than that.
When?
5 minutes ago.
Oh. Welcome to my video.
What is this? A crossover episode?
You already made that joke.
Oh.
New joke. Now.
I'm the joke already, so.
Oh my god, there's so many sounds going on now. I love you. Please,
I'll just take my air fryer to another room.
No, the kitchen is the right place for an air fryer to be. I was wondering if you would want to talk about a little bit what you were saying this morning about the carnivore stuff. RFK Jr. guy thing.
I mean, so, for the context of anybody else who's watching this, like, I watched a video of somebody who was trying out, the video is titled, I did carnivore for 30 days, but, like, when you watch it, it becomes clear that his thesis is he's going to try RFK Jr.'s diet specifically. He says that pretty much verbatim. And I feel like watching him, even just with what he presents, he kind of misrepresents RFK Jr. And just knowing a bit about what I know, he misrepresents like Carnivore Diet as well. Just because,
But we're not specifically fans of RFK Jr.
I don't.
I just wanted to be clear, like.
To be clear, I mean, I could go off on that too. Like, I don't like RFK Jr. at all. I think he's an idiot. I think he's a fool. I think he's a shyster. I think like his diet recommendations are dumb. I think he's dumb. I think it's wild that he claims that, like, that was actually a thought that clicked in my mind, that like he actually claims like mental acuity off of switching to carnivore diet, because like he's not somebody that I would associate with mental acuity, like just for that alone. So that's all just to clear up that like I don't like RFK Jr. and I don't, as a general rule of thumb, I don't recommend like following any advice from him about anything.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean I think it's a good idea to misrepresent what he says and then parade around on the internet as though you owned RFK Jr. or you proved that he's a liar and a huckster or anything, when you clearly like didn't really follow what he said, or at least you're not representing what he's claimed very incredibly well. Like, I think it's fair to like take claims that surround carnivore diet in general and RFK Jr. that like you change your diet and your mental acuity goes up, your skin looks better, your hair will grow back, like there's all kinds of wild claims in there, and I think it's perfectly fair to like do carnivore for a period and then say like, oh, I didn't have any of that happen.
Mm-hmm.
But like there's a broader point too, that like some of what was in the video, like the struggles and like those are things that every diet under the fucking sun claims, like vegan, like all of them, keto, paleo, like they all claim some version of that, and they all have their own versions of people like selling you a diet and writing books on like the wonders of it and the dangers of like carbs or meat or whatever. But like they all of that stuff exists in any diet sphere you follow. Like if you think that's special to carnivore, you're full of yourself. You're fooling yourself. Like I did a 3 weeks of like vegan, and it was all based on like this book called what is it, How to Live Forever or some. I think it was actually called like How to Live Forever, and it's like the diet they kind of give you is like the Daily Dozen, and it's kind of just a collection of statistical things that they've determined are ways you could live forever. But it's like the same concept. It's the same thing. If you look that up, like you probably like find a whole slew of other things the internet will sell you or try to sell you based on following that diet. And I was also given the same claims of going 3 weeks vegan, that like, oh, my skin will improve, like I have struggles with eczema, that'll all just go away. I was always like pale, like, going vegan will fix that. And like none of that was true. And I followed it in largely the same way too, with like, what spices are allowed in this? I'm like, none whatsoever.
You also did raw vegan for a few weeks last year.
Yeah, and I concluded that it's a good. I knew this going in. I just wanted to see like, what is it like to do it, and I concluded that you should cook your food. That was a good invention. I'm a bit more aggressive as far as like modern society in general, and modern things are good. Like I'm not a
primitivist.
Not at all. I'm
the opposite.
I'm like you're a bit more towards the primitivist side, in that like, you and I have disagreements about Red 40. I don't even know what it's called.
That's not primitivist.
Sure, whatever you say. So like,
I avoid food dyes. I avoid processed food as much as possible in general.
I don't care if it's processed. I think in general, like the processing, like it has its bad sides, but there are also good things like, like diet soda. I'm not convinced by arguments that claim that like, diet soda's obviously going to cause you cancer. Like the sun causes you cancer if you have enough of it. So, yeah, that is all to say that like all of this stuff exists in every diet sphere that you go into, and representing carnivore and RFK Jr. as though they're unique types of hucksters, or misrepresenting, like, broadly speaking, like how they present themselves. Like, I don't think it does anybody favors, except like you feel better, you feel like a good person, and you get a hand job from your fellow liberals. Yeah, carnivore stupid. Like, RFK stupid. You're so great. Like, what did you really accomplish? Because nobody who's it frustrates me, because nobody who's carnivore is going to be like swayed at all by that. Nobody who's on the fence who recognizes that you misrepresented several things, or that like you're having these diet struggles, that's a struggle you're going to have. Like he has a bit where he's having a hard time watching his friends like eat chicken shawarma in front of him. Like, you're not going to be able to eat that on a vegan diet either, you know. And if you're watching your weight, like you're probably going to have a hard time fitting in stuff like that regardless.
Yeah, like when you go hardcore calorie counting.
Yeah, my usual go-to is like calorie counting, because that's like the thing. There are like nuances to that as well, and specific things. Like, you can't just, you know, eat protein powder and throw in whatever calories you want, right? But like if you're calorie counting, if you're dieting in any way, you can't just willy-nilly like eat chicken shawarma whenever you want. You're going to have to be willing to like watch your friends eat it in front of you if they're not watching what they eat or tracking in that way either. And I think it's fair to call out like the bullshit as it stands, but like everybody and their dog who's selling a diet claims that.
Mm-hmm.
And like part of it too is there, like he claimed that he couldn't season his food at all, which, like, if you're trying that out, that's fair, right? But I think if you're doing that, you have to be clear about what you're doing and the choices, you know, the diet choices that you're making. Because RFK Jr. does say that he seasons his food. He says what seasonings he does. Just because he also says that, like, no fruits and vegetables, and you're confused, you know, taking a literalist approach to like, well, what exactly is his diet?
And tons of carnivore people season their food. Like,
yeah.
There's meat and salt people, and there's people who use seasoning.
There are people who don't, I'm sure, who like eat meat and don't salt their food too. Like, I'm sure they're out there, but like that's not representative of most of the people that do that. And especially when like RFK Jr. does say that, like, okay, now we need to like use some context to understand that, like, okay, he says no fruits and vegetables, but he's not counting seasonings in that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a certain point where, like, don't fuck around with me. Like, and
I love that about you.
like, yeah, you know what you're doing. Don't pretend like you don't. Don't be a child.
Something that caught me is when you were saying you can't just do like protein powder and eat whatever. Because isn't that kind of new for you? Or isn't that what you were doing before?
I was trying to avoid doing that previously. I wasn't quite clear on like why not to do it. Mm-hmm. Just because, like, I don't know, like why can't you do that? Like, would you be like nutrient deficient in some way? And like, I had a hard time finding a real answer, because when you search for something like that, and I'm sure the answer's out there, I just didn't look that hard to find it. But like a lot of the time what you find is somebody asking the question on Reddit, and then a bunch of people say, well, of course you can't do that because we don't just survive on protein powder. It's like, yeah, but you're not explaining like what's in the protein powder and like why you can't do that. You know, what nutrients are you missing and whatnot. And to be clear, like, I wasn't doing that just to like defend my own stupidity. I wasn't doing that out of a diet plan. That was more just a desperation. Like, I'm struggling to keep up with day-to-day shit, and just throwing down protein powder is just what I have time for right now. That's about it.
How's your eggs?
They are delicious. Thank you for making them.
Well, that is Carnivore Breakfast Day 1. Thanks for joining me. I love you.
I love you too.